Hello and welcome. Thank you for taking the time to view this customer training on the portal. Just so you know what will be covered, we will go into how to log in and change your password from the generic one given to you by MCIS. We will tour the dashboard and go through the purpose of the portal. Then we will go into how to request service, how to create a follow-up for a client, how to add a document for a site translation, and how to cancel a request. I do want to let you know that if you have any questions or concerns that are not in this training or in any documentation, you can contact MCIS and the account management team, and we will be happy to assist you. So when you were onboarded, someone from MCIS will email you the link for logging into the portal, as well as the login credentials. So the username and password. It will be a generic password. So when you first sign in, you will have to change your password. To do that, you're going to go into the right-hand corner here where you see your username. Click on User Profile, Configuration. You will input the password that MCIS gave to you, and then whatever your chosen password is. Once you click Save, you will be good to go and the password is changed. If you ever get locked out because you forgot your password, you can reach out to MCIS and we can definitely reset the password for you. So we will take a look at the dashboard. So what you'll see is there will be the home button, and under that you can go to the dashboard, which is where we are now. You can create a new booking and manage bookings. You will see the client, so the agency that you are working for. If there are any departments, branches, or program names as well under that contract, we will include that as well and associate you on our end. So that will be shown here where it says clients. If you want to look up a job to see the details and verify anything, you can do that here. And the job number is the last 6 digits of the confirmation number. If you ever need a refresher on instructions, you can go here. These are always the most up-to-date instructions that we have on the portal. So as we roll out new features, as changes and updates are made, please refer back to here for those instructions. And if you want to know what the color of your request, your booking means, you can check here for more detailed information. It is also included on the portal. And for frequently asked questions, you can go here. And again, it is something that we constantly update as we get feedback from clients and kind of compile questions that we are asked. If you still have any questions after reviewing all the documentation in this video, you can always reach out to the account management team and we will be happy to assist you. So in the dashboard view, we have 2 different views. We have calendar, which we are on now. You can see it by day, by week, and by month. If you would prefer, we have the tabular view, which gives you a listing of all the requests and bookings that you have. And then you can just filter by date, location, language, status, specific interpreter, or anything like that, or the type of service as well. If you are connected to more than one branch or department and would like to see for something different, all you have to do is click on this clear button and then click on the down arrow, and a list of all the departments and branches that you are associated to will generate right here, and then you can just click the one that you would like. When you hit refresh, it will refresh the bookings on the calendar. If you want to see the status of your assignment, you can go here. If you want to see the daily bookings for this specific day, you can do that and print them out if needed. So to request service, you can go to this big blue button, create new booking, or through home, create new. You will notice that the top portion is pre-populated. And the great thing about the system is that it can detect double bookings, as well as it will have a lot of pre-populated information or drop-down menus for ease of requesting. So what you'll do is you'll immediately go to the service location area of the booking. For remote services, or if it's in person at the office, you will just click on the main location. If it's a different location, just use other location, and you will have to manually input the address and the postal code. When you do that, you'll have to click on validate to make sure that it's logged into the system and ensure that it is correct. Site contact is who the interpreter will be meeting with. So if it's not you that the interpreter is meeting with, you'll put that employee's name. Venue information is anything specific to the building. If there is a door or entrance that they need to go to, if there is a place for them to, a specific place that they need to park in, if they need to meet the client or the end user in one area before heading to the appointment, anything like that is what you will put in here. So you will put those details, and then you can just hit save right here, the little save button. So once it goes to gray, you know that you're good to go. Next, we'll go to appointment details. Once you start typing in a language, a list will be populated based on what is input so far. You will also notice that if we have any dialects in the system for a language, those will also be included for you to pick. Here for service type, this is the scheduled service that you need. So we have scheduled phone, in-person, message relay, group community, and scheduled video. This is based on the contract, so depending on what the contract says, you might have something slightly different. Scheduled phone means you'll be connected to the interpreter via phone. You can be connected through MCIS or get the interpreter to call you. In person, obviously, the interpreter will be on location. Message relays are great for reminding a patient or client about an upcoming appointment and anything that they need to bring with them or be mindful of. Scheduled video is, again, another remote service, so you'll just be connected via a video platform. Then you'll go to preferred interpreter. If there's an interpreter that you would like for this appointment with this client, please let us know here. We'll need at least the first name of the interpreter and their resource number. So in the confirmation email, it's the number that starts with R that's right beside their name. And this just means that we will reach out to that interpreter and offer this to them first. And if there's nothing there, then we'll just offer it to all interpreters that are available and have the required training that you need. And if you have this consumer field, you can just put the name or the initials. If you would like a specific gender for this booking, you can input that here. This is not mandatory, so you can just leave it as is as well. So because MCIS is a non-social profit, a social nonprofit enterprise, we do go for government funding, as well as we want to ensure that we have enough interpreters on our roster for our client needs. So this is where these additional references come in. So you just pick based on what you require as just to the best of your ability. Type of impact basically means how many individuals, how many people are going to be served during this appointment. So individual, obviously one, family could be, 2, 3, 4 or more people. And then community if you're doing, say, webinars or outreach efforts. If you do choose video, this is where you can choose the platform. And if you're not using video, you can just click on the little delete icon right here to get rid of this field so that you don't have any issues saving the booking. If you're using remote services, or if this is a message relay, any details that you need, so the name and number of the client or patient, the message, the invite link, the number for the interpreter to call, anything like that. So anything that the interpreter needs to know is what you will put here. And this ensures that the interpreter gets it in their confirmation email and has it on hand when they need it. If you do not have the invite link when requesting services, just ensure that you give it to MCIS as soon as possible, so that we can give it to the interpreter, and that can be given to is-mcis.on.ca, and just make sure that you give us the confirmation number so we can match it up in our system. So now under calendar, you're going to go to the expected start date, start time and duration. Please note in our system that you will get, you have to request at least 24 hours in advance or more. If it's 23 and a half hours, the system's not going to save it or anything, even if you're just a minute beyond the time. So it has to be 24 hours or more in advance. If it's less than that, you just have to call in. Once you save, it will text box pops up, so it will tell you exactly if there are any issues. Now you're going to input the time, make sure that it's correct for the start time, and based on the service that you pick, you will see that the minimum duration is automatically generated. If you need more time, you can just manipulate this to make sure that it is the time that you need. Job details. So if there's anything that you want MCIS specifically to note, you can input it into job details here. Then you can click Save. So this says that we have successfully created the job. And again, it would tell you if there is anything wrong with the booking. So if anything was wrong, something would come up. So another thing that you can do when you have, once you've created this in our system, is you can do follow-up. And how you can do that is as you are in the booking, on the left-hand side where it says more, just click on that and go to duplicate. So this is great if you have a follow-up appointment for the client, and pretty much it's just the date and time that are different. So the service is the same, the person requesting, the location, all that stuff has to be the same in order for this to be successfully saved in the system. You will just change the date and the time. And then once you save, it will be created. If you're doing site translation, if site translation is required, you can ensure that the interpreter receives the document. All you will do is you can just go to add document, but you do have to make sure that the request is booked and saved successfully in the system. And then you'll just go browse to pick what document that you need. Once you click on it and put open, you can do, it'll save. And then you can just put miscellaneous for what you need. Once you click on upload file. So now the interpreter will get that document when they are confirmed for the appointment. One of the other features of this portal is that you can also do cancellations. And just to note that for that to happen in the system, it needs to be 48 hours or more in advance of the start time. Anything less, you just have to call into MCIS and we'll be able to cancel it for you. So to cancel, you can, if you're already in the booking, you can just go to the more, go to cancel job, and it will always be canceled with notice. And then you can just input the reason once you click on cancel job. So there you go. So as you can see, it is now red and says canceled as the status. So there you go. That is everything about the portal. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, you can always reach out to the account management team or just contact MCIS here at our main number. Thank you and have a great day.